Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is a blast from the past for me because I have not talked about this topic in a while, but I did multiple videos, like almost live coverage going over this drama when it was happening because it was everywhere. You could not escape it. I couldn't help but talk about it. And ended up, it went, oh, it was everywhere. Guys, Hyper's in chat if you know about the Fedmyster Pokimane offline TV drama. I'm really curious how many people in here remember that because it wasn't. It involves. It's a story. In my opinion, the moral of the story is consent. Is consent. I think the lesson that people need to learn from that entire drama was consent. Really, at the end of the day, so it's somewhat political. Because unfortunately, whether or not a dude needs consent to touch a woman is a a very contentious political topic nowadays. Anyway, I guess I'll fill you all in if you don't already know what's going on. This right here is a man by the name of Fedmyster. Now, Fedmyster was a streamer and YouTube content creator who was part of a group called Offline TV. Now, Offline TV was basically a streamer group / house, which contained the likes of Pokimane, Lily Pichu, Yvonne, Michael Reeves, Disguised Toast, I think, is part of Offline TV. I think or he just plays Among Us with them a lot. And of course, Fedmyster. Anyway, with that said, there was some drama a while back, towards, I believe, the middle of 2019. Very big drama. Where Fedmyster was exposed by the women who lived in the Offline TV house. Because you see, they weren't just a streamer group of friends. They also lived together in a big mansion in LA. Now, yeah, I Among Us in real life. You know what? Among Us predicted Fedmyster. It did. The imposter was among the Offline TV house, and it was Fed. And ironically enough, everyone thought Fed was sus, and they kicked him out the airlock. And that was the drama that happened back in 2019, if I remember correctly. Basically, Yvonne and Lily Pichu, two women that lived in the house and were also content creators there, very large in and of themselves, came out saying that Fedmyster had done some things that made them feel very uncomfortable. And they just didn't feel comfortable with him being in the house with them anymore, being part of the group. It was 2020, Zan. Thank you, I love Aldi. To give some background on what the accusations were, they claimed that Fedmyster had a tendency to, let me see, he would come into their rooms in the middle of the night and, like, cuddle them, usually drunk, and then he would, like, put his hand in places that he wasn't supposed to. He would, like, kiss them on, like, the hand and shit like that. Really creepy, non-consensual stuff, you know? He claimed it was sexual harassment, okay? By every definition you could imagine, it was sexual harassment. Sexual assault? No, sexual assault, I believe, is different than sexual harassment. It was molestation and sexual harassment. I think molestation is a better way to describe it than sexual assault. Regardless, completely inappropriate. And Fedmyster was sussed. Everyone on the internet thought he was sus, and he was kicked out of Offline TV, and he went missing for a while. But it didn't end there. And this is when I got in on the drama. Suddenly, a document leaked onto Twitter and was confirmed real shortly after. And this it fucking shook the foundations of the internet and of Twitch and streaming culture to its fucking core. This document was supposedly, and was later confirmed, to be written by Fedmyster, and it was meant to be this ultimate destruction document. And the target of this destruction document was popular streamer and Offline TV member Pokimane. Now, in this document, Fedmyster admits to doing all the things he was accused of doing, and, owns up for it and apologizes, but he follows it up by honestly fucking seemingly destroying Pokimane with these screenshots of her seemingly leading him on and like, shit talking all of her friends in the offline TV house, and then saying that she loves him, and then talking about how they do stuff together, but then just like, I went over it all. You can go back on my channel to find it. It did not make Pokimane look good. And what made her look even worse was when the next day, after everyone had already covered this document, and everyone was talking about it, everyone hated Pokimane, the next day she goes live. The next morning, after the night it went out, she goes live and does a live attempted debunk of it, and it was pretty awful. It was pretty awful. So, Fed comes out with a response to that, where he says he didn't want it put out there, he didn't mean for that document to leak, yada yada. No one believed him. The document was very clearly meant to leak. It was a nuke. The idea was that Fedmyster was going to come back, but before he did, he was going to drop a nuke to avert the internet's attention away from him towards Pokimane, someone who had also made allegations against him. And that was going to be his way of getting back into things. Honestly, evil mastermind. Fedmyster is, it seems. Or seemed, I should say. Then Pokimane followed it up with her own nuke. You see, Fedmyster had, let's say, selectively edited a lot of the screenshots, to say the least. He'd done some selective editing of those screenshots he used as evidence. Pokimane included all the context of the screenshots Fedmyster had included as context, and it became very clear that the actual situation wasn't that Pokimane is this evil, horrible bitch who's leading Fedmyster on. It was actually that Fedmyster was hopelessly in love with Pokimane, it seems, but was also sexually harassing other members of the offline TV house. And on top of that, Pokimane was just trying to let him off easy, and maybe had, like, there was some problems in communication. But for the most part, Fedmyster, it would appear, had deliberately cut the context out of those messages and tried to character assassinate Pokimane. And after that, Fedmyster went into hiding. Because it had been revealed this whole time that Fedmyster had dropped that nuke to try to get back into the YouTube scene, and it failed. For a few days, people believed Fedmyster, and everyone was going after Pokimane. But after Pokimane's follow-up, things changed. And Fedmyster was back to being the most hated dude on Twitch. Although he wasn't making content anymore. But now, just a couple days ago, on the 23rd, Fedmyster returned to the internet in a big way with this video, Changing My Life, in a period. Now, as you can see, it's got, even on his own channel, it's got 27 likes, which is, what you would expect from his YouTube channel, like a curated area of his fans. But even on his own channel, it's got 12K dislikes. The overwhelming consensus of most people, from my understanding that I have seen this video, is that it's pretty fucking bad. And that it's very cringy. I've heard it described as the worst apology ever. So let's go ahead and get a look at this, because this is a guy who was sexually harassing his female coworkers, and had attempted to doctor screenshots, to falsify screenshots as fake evidence to character assassinate one of the people who had accused him of said sexual harassment. So let's go ahead and take a look at his apology for that. True. His return to the internet.
I was lost. I lost sight of my principles. I lost my sense of boundaries, my ability to harbor compassion and consideration. I was blinded.
Okay, I already know what this is going to be. We already have the fucking sad piano music and oh no, and like the pity party. The throwing the pity party. This is going to be... Is this actually going to be the worst YouTuber apology I've ever seen? because that's how I've heard it described. At the very least, this is going to be a non-apology. At the worst, this may be the worst apology ever. I'm very curious to see this.
By my own doing, and hurt some of the people I've come to care about the most. To anyone I truly hurt, I just want to once and for all say, I'm sorry. In the end, I could hardly recognize myself. And then, it was like a light switch went off.
Wow.
And there I was in this infinite, self-inflicted...
I want to point out, by the way, that to make this video, he had to have somebody record this. You know, him looking stoically at his computer, sitting in his Fedmyster branded Twitch gaming chair, which is leather, by the way. Pretty awful. Can't wait to get a mesh chair. Oh God, and like the sad music, it's so it's self-fellatio is what this is to me. It feels like it's him, like, starting with a pity party, and then I guarantee it's going to get all positive towards the end, where he's going to start sucking himself up, just jerking himself off, in, like, an egocentric, like, self-gratification, like, I'm better now, okay, back to streaming, everyone forgive me, type thing. Complete non-apology. Taking the tension away from those that he hurt and towards himself. That's what this is going to be. Extremely egocentric. I can already tell.
Isolation, depression, and pain. The pain I've caused others. The pain of loss.
Look at this.
The pain of disappointment and regret.
Look at this shit.
Mental state continued for months. Time felt...
Is this real? This can't be fucking real. This cannot be a real fucking video that he saw. Okay. Say what you want about Destiny, but he knows how to make an apology. Like, most streamers, apparently like a shit ton of streamers and stuff like that, had their apologies ghostwritten by Destiny. Did you know that? There are like usually if you're like a streamer or a content creator and you fuck up and you're smart, you would usually go to Destiny to have him ghostwrite it. And from my understanding, Destiny will ghostwrite anybody's apology no matter what they did. Like, he'll just fucking do it, which is actually pretty fucking funny. Fedmyster, you should have had Destiny ghostwrite your apology, because this is just the worst.
Felt slow. I didn't want to do anything or be anything. Existing felt pointless and continuously agonizing. I was stuck in this loop, feeling constant shame and unable to forgive myself.
You know what this reminds me of? This is somehow worse than the fucking South Park parody of Exxon Mobil. Exxon Mobil apology. You guys know what I'm talking about? The fucking Exxon Mobil apology South Park thing? The We're Sorry. Where is it? Come on. There's got to be a clip on YouTube. No, not Exxon Mobil. It's BP. Sorry. Here it is.
Hello, I'm Tony Hayward,
Now it pauses.
and
Nice.
CEO of BP. Our accidental drilling spill again in the Gulf is a tragedy that should have never happened. And to all those affected, I want to say, we are deeply sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry. Sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry. Sorry. We're sorry. I'm deeply sorry.
Somehow even that apology, that fucking BP apology is somehow better. That BP parody apology from South Park is somehow better than this real, what is actually supposed to be an unironic, like, apology and I'm coming back video here from Fedmyster. Fucking phenomenal.
You know, for so long I was trying to subconsciously run away from the reality of my situation with food, games, shows, even traveling. Traveling with the few people left who still believed in me.
Oh, poor you, man.
Hey.
There we go?
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck? Are you like canceled? What are you doing?
Wait, what the fuck?
Many months of this routine misery passed.
the few people who still believed in me. This is so self-aggrandizing. This is self-fellatio is what this video is. Oh my god, I can't believe this is real.
And I understood finally that my life was no longer going to be the same. Then it happened. The day where I had enough of standing in the rain.
Here it is. Here's where it's gonna get positive.
Created all this pain and misery to begin with. I wanted to evolve, to give myself one last chance, to find the best version of me. I had to abandon everything I thought I knew about myself, and start from the very beginning.
You know what's so insulting about this video? You know what's like the most insulting thing to me? Fedmyster is a millionaire, all right? He was a millionaire before he got canceled. He'll be a millionaire well after, okay? So during COVID, while all of you guys were either being forced to work your wage slave jobs during COVID, risking your lives and your health, while people were scrounging together money and living from measly government stimulus check to measly government stimulus check. This guy was spending tens of thousands of dollars on traveling the country, the world. I don't know. These crazy fucking places he visited, going on these badass trips. Meanwhile, he's being, canceled for sexually harassing his coworkers. Meanwhile, during COVID, he's out there enjoying his endless supply of money, more or less, and just having a grand old time. And he's showing video of it too in his apology. It comes off as so insulting to people who've had to survive the last 2 years of this fucking pandemic, That while you guys were suffering through this pandemic, this is what he was doing.
Start from the very beginning.
The mind.
The mind is a crazy thing. It's the most precious and useful instrument in our body, but can be extremely destructive without some level of oversight, as it was for me. So I joined a mindfulness meditation group and started my spiritual enlightenment journey, as some people would say. But for me, it was more about self-discovery. I learned to unlearn and understood that I can't change anything about myself unless I have some...
Listen, that you have to... The reason why this is so funny to me is because I'm a YouTuber. And I know the work that goes into making a video like this. So I know that this isn't like, oh, his friend just recorded with him. He had this self-help book and had his friend crouch down on the ground in like a park to record him pretending to read the self-help book on this bench.
Understood that I can't.
And then he had his friend record him pretending. Does he have a neck tattoo? Pretending to recording him pretending to meditate. His man titties, those are pecs. This dude's ripped, okay? Say what you want about him, but these aren't man titties. He works out. Those are pecs.
Myself unless I have some insight as to how I think. So I became more aware of my thoughts and reactions, and overall just trained
maybe
myself
not
to be
ripped,
more
but in pretty good shape
of the things that happen in life. That something like pain is a very normal and human thing to experience, but suffering is optional. But I think the biggest takeaway for me was that I learned how to find purpose and quality in my life again, despite all the mistakes and all the pain I've caused others. Unfortunately, I didn't just snap my fingers and suddenly have this life-altering mind.
So, the big problem with this is that he's making it all about himself, all right? It's very possible that he's had some issues with mental health and just his general self and his mind state that led him to doing some of the things that he did. But you have to understand, this is a guy who made living in the house that also act as the workplace for his coworkers, Yvonne, Pokimane, and especially Lily Pichu. Especially Yvonne, and then Lily Pichu and Pokimane. I'm pretty sure Yvonne got the worst of it from what I remember. A living hell. Imagine not being able to feel comfortable sleeping in your bed because you think your drunk roommate / coworker might come in and unconsensually cuddle up next to you in the bed and start reaching into your sleeve and kissing your hand. That makes your fucking spine crawl. If you're a straight dude, the best way I like to imagine you've got the creepy uncle you don't really like to hang out with, and he decides to crawl on your bed with you and start cuddling you in your sleep. Even if it only went as far as that. It's disgusting. That's not a really pleasant thing to put people through. And the problem is his apology and comeback video is all about him and his mind state and his mind state that led him to doing those things. In reality, I think Fedmyster is probably a very conceited, selfish person who has been spoiled by his online success and felt like he could get away with anything. And he still feels that way. And that's why he dared to put out this extremely shitty video and return to the internet. That's the vibe that I'm picking up. This is just extra insulting because why the fuck does he think we care? Reform yourself, but leave the world alone. Well, you can do something bad and then return to the internet. Honestly, the best thing you can do, and this is always the case, unless it's something... All right, there are two scenarios that can happen, okay? Let's say you are falsely accused of something bad. The best thing you can do in that case is gather all the evidence you can and make a video that isn't an apology, but a hardcore debunking of it. That's what my video was with the harem drama. You guys remember the fucking fake sex cult drama? I just gathered all the evidence debunking it and made a fucking banger-ass video just destroying the entire fucking conspiracy theory. And the next day, no one who wasn't insane talked about it because the evidence is all out there. No one fucking believed it anymore because I put out the evidence that it was false. Also, even if it was true, I would have been bragging about it constantly. Like, guys, you think if I had a sex cult, I would have been keeping it a secret? Guys, let's be real here. Okay? Use common sense for a moment. Do you guys think if Xanderhall had a sex cult where he was fucking a ton of women, do you think Xanderhall would have been keeping it a secret? Oh no! Oh, I'm a guy. I gotta make sure no one knows that I'm having sex with all these women. No. Fuck no. Anyway, if you get accused of something like the sex cult drama I went through, and you know you can debunk it because it's a falsely accused, then you should acknowledge it and debunk it. And for the most part, anyone who can see the evidence will like believe you, and you'll be fine. However, if you're accused of something that you did do, and there's no denying the evidence, and you're in trouble, you want to know what the best thing you can do is? And this is true. This is the best thing you can possibly do. Ignore it. I'm not kidding. Ignore it. Ban people in your chat that mention it. Ban people in your comments that mention it. Block people on Twitter that talk about it. Never acknowledge it. Not ever. Never publicly acknowledge it. Don't go into hiding. Just make another video. Go live next day, just as you normally would. Completely ignore it, because guess what? If you don't feed into it, everyone will forget about it. That's how the internet works. You could be accused of rape or pedophilia, and I bet you could probably get away with it. Worst fucking advice, own up to it. Oh, no. Also, I'm banning you because you use the N-word. But still, this isn't advice on being a good person. This isn't what you should do. This is career advice. If you're a YouTuber and streamer, the best thing you can do if you get accused of something bad like this is to ignore it and keep making content. Unironically, that'll be the best thing for your career. That'll be by far the best thing for your career. As a being, in regards to the quality of the type of human being you are, not so much. Anyway, you said the N-word, so you're getting banned. But regardless, I figured I should clarify.
Mindset. You know, these concepts and ideas took months to practice and fully grasp. But for the first time in my life, you know, like I was in control.
That's terrifying.
I control the quality of my life. This kind of mental shift started to bleed into other parts of my life.
Is this Sweden? That looks like Sweden or Norway.
So when things kind of went down, I was just not taking care of myself. You know, like sometimes not eating at all or eating too much. If anything, my body was a reflection of my mind. You know, there was no discipline, no definition, and it was falling apart.
What I like is that he was taking pictures of like him getting a little bit tubbier, like in the mirror. when you see videos going this far back, like these pictures and these clips going this far back, it makes me think he recorded all this stuff and took these pictures with the intention of making this video. And the dumbest thing about it is him making this video is going to be worse for him than if he had just started his stream one day and started doing what he normally did before he got before the drama happened and uploading videos. He would be better off if he'd never made this video and just came back and acted like nothing ever happened. Honestly, he would have.
Discipline, no definition, and
Look at them Yiddies, chat.
I tried all sorts of quick fixes, keto, intermittent fasting, vegan. I even water fasted for 7 days, but
Okay.
I quickly learned that change does not come easy.
Water fasting? Sounds bad.
Then I got a dog. Yeah, I called
Puppy.
him Bruno.
That is a cute dog.
Not sure why, but it just fits. For a while, all he did was eat and shit. But when it was okay, we started going for walks. We would walk around the block, around the park. It was a very slow progression. Sooner or later, we were running miles.
Dude. This is so fucking scummy, dude. Like, look at my cute dog I got. Look, so like one of the best ways to like get to see for people to like empathize with you is to like, you ever have like oh god, he must have seen this in a TV show or something, right? I think this is something called it's a thing that happens a lot in video games. Are you guys like aware of a concept called the datification of games? I feel like he saw this in a video game, this like psychological trope in a video game, and decided to go with it for his video. This is actually one smart thing that he did in it. Hold on, let's look it up. It's actually really interesting. So the datification of games is basically the idea that when you have an older male character who's done bad things and you want to sort of redeem that character in some way, usually with their story arc ending with them dying, but them dying feeling like they've done something as like a redemption arc type thing for that older male character, you introduce a young woman, like a child, usually like a little girl, that this character has to take care of and protect as a way of that character achieving redemption. How many examples of media can you think of that's done this? Logan, The Walking Dead Telltale game, the first season, The Last of Us was a big one, BioShock Infinite. It's pretty damn common, The Witcher to a degree, although it's nowhere near as crazy in The Witcher. Yeah. Whew. Yep. I feel like what he's doing here is like that, and usually it works. Like when you see like a character who's generally like pretty bad, but then he ends up taking care of like a little girl or something, it makes you kind of think of them as being, it kind of redeems them to some degree in your eye. Like most zombie media does it, ironically. Yeah, I feel like that's what he's doing here. Like, look, I got a dog. Aren't I such a good guy? The Mandalorian, yeah, the entire plot of The Mandalorian is kind of datification a little bit. Although if Grogu, the child, was like a little girl, then it would make a little bit more sense. The Bad Batch is kind of doing it to a degree with Hunter, the leader of the Bad Batch. If you've seen that they're doing it too. I like the Bad Batch. This doesn't mean, guys, I should clarify. This doesn't mean this is bad media. I don't mind this. Train to Busan kind of does it, yeah. I don't think this makes anything bad. I just think it's a trope that we're going to continue to see a lot more. Like a lot more of, and it's going to start to get as tired as at the end of like movies where you have the big evil laser beam shooting up into the sky. You know that trope that everybody fucking is tired of at this point? Big colorful laser beams shooting up into the sky. How many movies have you seen that in? Countless big laser beam at the end of the movie shooting up into the sky. It's going to become as tired as that trope.
And he would want to run or go out every day. It became addicting not only for him, but for me. Self-care was now a priority in my life. He very quickly became my best friend. Always pushing me to go out, always there for me, always waking me up at 6 a.m., keeping him healthy and training him well.
Can I have my sock back?
It truthfully inspired me to take my own health more seriously.
This is a
And with
cute
that,
dog, though.
It was time to step up my
Oh yeah, God of War. Yeah, God of War 2. 2 God of War games. God of War 3 did it, and God of War 2018 did it as well.
fitness to the next level. I started running, hiking.
Yeah, here it
cycling,
is.
Mountain biking.
Here's like the... I completely predicted it. I completely predicted what this was going to be from the first 10 seconds. I completely predicted what this video was going to be from the first 10 seconds. That was going to start out all like self-pity. And it was going to be like super self-aggrandizing and positive at the end. I completely predicted this video. Amazing.
You name it, I was probably doing it. Then the gyms opened up and I won't lie, I pretty much started going in every day. Every day I hustled.
Getting in shape after you gain a little weight makes you a good person. Untable Sarah, you win the chat today. You worded it better than I ever could. This is literally just losing weight after you gain some, or getting into shape after you lose some weight, or after you gain some weight makes you a good person. You fucking nailed it.
I went to work. Pain went from my worst nightmare to almost comforting. No cheers, no applause. I learned to be my biggest cheerleader, my biggest motivator. The gym became my therapy, my safe space, a place where I can truly challenge myself and conquer all my demons.
Why would you use that word, dude? Why would you use the word safe space in this? Why would you ever say... That's just a word you don't ever utter on the internet. That's... No matter what side you are on politically, it doesn't matter. It's just a word you never use on the internet. It's too poisoned. Why would you ever say that? What made you think that was a good idea to utter that word in this video? He's doing it on purpose. He knows it's cringe. Maybe. That's so bad. It's such a bad idea. But he needs attention for a comeback. Maybe he's trying... Maybe he plans to strive off of negative attention to reboot his career. That could be it.
Slowly but surely, I started to see change. It was a powerful feeling. Day after day after day after day. Every day was a struggle. Every day was pain. To finally understand that running away from pain only delayed...
No! Emmy Anemone, you know what wasn't a safe space? Those women's own damn bedrooms. True! Oh, God! Oh, no! So bad, but so fucking true.
...is the inevitable. Growth. Pain is the high cost of growth. Sure, it was good to see my body looking better, but I started to actually feel better. I train my mind and body every day to endure anything and everything that's thrown its way. Well, mostly everything.
Oh no, did the dog die?
I know a cheap little video I made in a couple hours won't mean jack to most of you, or to the people actually involved. Truthfully, I can't ask for forgiveness from anyone. I know...
God, you know what he should have done? This would have been the ultimate heartstring tugger. If he killed his dog and then told everybody that it died from some like health issue. To make people feel bad. That would have been like the evil genius shit, you know? That would have been like ruthless businessman, evil genius shit. He would be a horrible fucking person for it, but it would be evil genius shit.
The only thing that will show my improvement are my actions. But I do for now hope what little I've shown you today is enough for you to believe that I'm on my journey to be the best me. I'm always growing.
Dog, no one needs you to be the best you. They just need you to not be like a danger to any woman that you're in the same space with, you know? People just need you, dude. People just need you to not like to not make women feel uncomfortable when you're around them. That's all anyone was asking for. It's like, hey, maybe just don't grope women, you know? Like just don't do that.
Always learning and unlearning. I just want to make people laugh again, man. I want to make people happy again.
You did make me laugh with this video.
Inspire people to be better. to, like me, seek to be the best version of themselves. That's the kind of energy I'm choosing to put out in the world, and I'm happy with that.
Stream return 6/25/2021. Is he live right now? I want to see if he's live right now and what his chat is like. How much you want to bet if he's live right now? He has his Twitch chat on sub only mode. How much you want to bet? Fedmyster. I'm surprised he didn't get banned from Twitch. Is he live right now? He is not currently live. Here's his VOD. He's still got his VOD up. How's his chat look? I was here, we're going live. I was here, Pog, we're going live, we're going live. It seems like he must have sub-only mode on. He has to, because there would be at least some people in chat shit-talking here. Because the only people weird champing are saying late. He 100%. He 100% has sub mode on, because there'd be at least one person here shit-talking him in the chat. Well, it definitely worked. That's a pretty fucking fast chat. Let's see. Let's skip ahead. What's going on? What the fuck is this long-ass intro? Do I need to do these, like, 20-minute stream intros?
It's been a hot minute, right?
Dude, you know what I'll never understand? I watch so many big streamers with tens of thousands of viewers, and they're low energy as fuck. Like, I feel like I have to keep my energy so high to maintain like 300 viewers, 400 viewers these days. But like, I watch these streamers with like tens of thousands of viewers, with thousands of viewers, and there's like entire 2 minutes of dead air, of no one talking, nothing happening on screen on these streams. And there's just people, like thousands of people still watching. It's fucking wild. I don't know how they do it. Do I just need to become a himbo? Do I need to get ripped and just become so hot that people are just entertained by looking at me? Do I need to become a himbo? Do I just need to become a himbo? Is that what I need to do? So I'm so hot that 1, I can't get canceled, and 2, people will watch me just because they want to look at me. You need to drip? You know what? I'm going to get the drip. I'm going to get the fucking drip is what I'm going to do. I'm getting the fucking drip. Hold on. You know what? If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell icon, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok in the link below. Follow me, join my fan Discord, the link below. Like the video if you haven't already. Comment down below what you thought of this apology. Donate or subscribe to me on the website, xanderhall.com, if you want to and you got the money for it or whatever. Sub to me. Hit the join button to become a channel member on YouTube. Super chat on YouTube. Sub or Prime sub on Twitch. You guys know all the things. You guys know all the things. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.